Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Welcome to lecture 22. In this lecture we will discuss regional and metropolitan planning. In the last lecture we discussed couple of theories, concepts and methodologies in urban and regional planning, and it will be better if we see some of the examples and cases on regional planning and urban planning both, so that you can understand that how a city development takes place in a city and beyond the city in a region. So, today we will have discussion or demonstration and few examples. So, we start with the Indian cases. We will have Delhi and Mumbai case, and then we will have a little detailed case of an international case, that is Iskandar region in Malaysia. So, let us start with Mumbai and Delhi. So, the regional plan for Delhi is called National Capital Region, and this National Capital Region is basically streamlined by a independent board which is called National Capital Region Planning Board, and they time to time make the plan for the whole region. So, here is a plan for the National Capital Region. You can see that Delhi being the city being the central of this whole region, this is the city of Delhi, and in all around Delhi there are various districts, like you can see Meerut, Sonepat, Bahadurgarh, then Faridabad, Alwar and all this Bulandshahr, all these neighboring areas are there, and which is making national capital region, and it is also connected to through various cities around the region like Bareilly, Patiala, Hisar, Kota and Gwalior. Now, so a region here in this case, region is a combination of not only a few cities, it is a combination of the part of various districts, and in the right side of this map you can see that there are various metro centers as we discussed, like Faridabad, Ballabgarh, Ghaziabad, Meerut, Goregaon, Manesar, Noida, Sonepat, Kundli and Greater Noida. So, all these metro centers or growth center are located here, like you know this is like this. So, these are Ghaziabad, Noida, Greater Noida, Faridabad, Gurgaon and like this, and this is Meerut. So, these cities are easily connected with the mother city, that is the Delhi, and it is making an overall development in the region. So, basically the development is taking place in a radial fashion like this. And if the growth is in radial fashion, so there will be requirement of circular concentric road network which is there in Delhi and its around. And then you can see also the regional center in the right hand side, like Bahadurgarh, Panipat, Rohtak, Palwal, as I have discussed, various regional center which is beyond the cities of this region which is there in the other districts, and there are few counter magnet area. So, the concept of counter magnet is that if Delhi or any city is acting as a magnet in terms of economic political importance and physical development also. So, there could be a system of counter magnet to supplement the importance and the development of the magnet, which we discussed similar theories we discussed in last lectures. So, this is making the total capital region of the Delhi for the comprehensive and the sustainable development. Now, let us see another picture, so that we can discuss in greater details. Now, last lecture we discussed that in any regional plan we mention only the developable area, urbanizable area. Unlike the city development plan or development plan, we do not indicate the detailed land use plan or even gross land use plan. In regional plan we just show the urbanizable area or non-urbanizable area. So, let us have a look at the urbanizable area and non-urbanizable area in the national capital region. Here in this plan you can see that the yellow color is depicting the urbanizable area, and this green color is depicting the agricultural area. Basically these are rural area, and red area or dark red, this is showing the existing cities or already built up area. And apart from that there are conservation area, and the so there could be conservation area where neither urbanization, neither any other development will be there in terms of the road or any infrastructure. No infrastructure or no development will be there in the conservation area. Now, in this map you can see that, let us get back to map again. You can see that not only the existing urbanizable area, existing urbanized area, it is showing around this future urbanizable area in terms of the yellow color, and also some green areas in terms of the natural vegetation, agricultural area and conservable area. And it is happening not only for the Delhi, it is happening for other satellite towns or the other growth centers, as I told earlier, Meerut and Gurgaon and Faridabad and all these cities. So, this is how we represent a regional plan for any metropolitan city. So, basically even though it is mentioned here as a regional plan, basically it is a metropolitan and regional plan together. So, let us see another example for the city of Mumbai. So, you know that for Mumbai the regional plan is done by Mumbai Metropolitan and Regional Planning Authority or Development Authority, in short MMRDA. So, this is the regional plan for the Mumbai. Similarly, like Delhi regional plan, you can see that they have mentioned or indicated the already developed area or urbanized area, and then they have mentioned future urbanizable area, and also they have mentioned conservation area. So, here these are the existing developed area, and apart from that they have mentioned various urbanizable area, future industrial area like this, like that, so many areas they have indicated. So, apart from that there are conservation area like this, like this. So, these are the conservation area which need to be conserved and not to be urbanized. And if you see that this part, this is the only part of the Mumbai core city area. This is the Navi Mumbai, which you know the largest counter magnet or largest new town area, new town which holds 20 lakh population, and there are few other settlements, other townships. So, this is together making the Mumbai Metropolitan and Regional Plan. So, after seeing this Delhi and Mumbai examples, let us take little bit more details. Let us see how the regional plan for other cities in other countries done. So, let us take an example of Iskandar region at Malaysia. So, let me show the map first. This is the map of Malaysia. And in this country, this portion is the region which we are going to discuss now. This region is called Iskandar region, or in short they call it South Johor Economic Region, in short SJER. So, for this region they have made a complete fantastic regional plan, and they have presented through their documentations, through their planning authority. So, few of the salient points I would like to share with you. Let us take a look on the objectives. Now, I am not going into much details about the broad write off and all those things, just see the key elements. Like the first objective, they are mentioning that rationalize national spatial planning for the whole region, utilization of land and natural resources, balanced regional development, spatial and environment quality and diversity. So, these are the broad objective for the regional plan. Then they are saying a vision of developed, sustainable and glorious Johor. So, please see the term, that is the developed, sustainable and glorious. So, this is the broad vision of the whole region. I am not going into much details here. I will come just directly to the some key points again. The foundation of this regional plan, one is nation building, one is growth and value creation, third is equitable and fair distribution of the resources among stakeholders. So, they have taken 5 principles. One is international positioning, so that this region can be compared with any other progressive region in the country in terms of urbanization, in terms of the economic development, then establishing hard and soft infrastructure enablers, then investment in catalyst project, establishing a strong institutional framework and creation of a strong regulatory authority, and ensuring a socio-economic equity and buy-in from the local population. So, based on the 5 principles, let us see how they have framed the plan. So, this is the detailed plan of the Iskandar region. Now, here you can see there are colors like light green. So, this light green shows the existing agriculture, the dark green shows the conservable area, which is the Ramsar zone, and remaining these are the urbanized area where they have already developed the either cities or the villages. Now, we will see that based on this is the existing land use distribution plan. Based on this, how they have made a future regional plan. So, what they have done, they have analyzed the whole region, and they have distributed the whole region into several sub region, and you can see that one is the primary promotion zone where the major urbanization will be promoted. Second is the secondary promotion area where urbanization will be promoted, but with some restrictions or with some controls, and there will be some infill development, that is you know that the meaning of infill is that the development is all there, but to strengthen and to make the development compact, there will be situations of redensification, so that the infill could be more compact, more population can come there. So, this is the sub zones they have created. You can see how they have created. This is one zone marked in magenta color, and the green is another zone, and here you can see the control area in terms of the environmental control, agriculture, mangrove, forest and others. Now, based on that sub zoning of the whole region, they have come up with the major growth center, like you can see the southern part, this part is the major growth center of the development, and they are going to make a economic corridor through this development. Last lecture we have discussed the concept of the corridor, which is very much popular in regional planning. So, this is the example of a corridor concept in the regional planning. So, here you can see that Johor Bahru is the center or the central city area in that corridor, and there are few more cities in eastern side and western side. So, this together is making a corridor, and this corridor will, even though there are 3 cities, so eventually they will generate more urbanization along that transport and economic corridor. So, that is the concept here they have applied for this urbanizable area. Now, you can see the relative economic importance in that corridor. You can see that Johor Bahru, which is the central city in this whole region, accommodates the maximum percentage of the industry, about 50%, about 47% of total industry, followed by the several other smaller cities which is surrounding the main city. Please recall the examples which we showed for the Delhi case, National Capital Region Delhi, where around Delhi there are industrial townships and industrial cities. Similarly, here also around the Johor Bahru there are several sub-cities and cities they have created, or they are going to enhance or increase the coverage of the city. So, here you can just quickly look at the key points which are the main pillars of the economy, like electrical and electronics, petrochemical, food and agro processing, logistics and related service, tourism, health service, educational service, financial services and ICT. So, these are the identified pillars of the economy which will generate the employment, so that people from the surrounding village and the small towns, they can be accommodated and they can get the appropriate job at their place or maybe nearby cities. So, this is the pillar and the foundation of the overall economic planning. Now, not only that, since our overall course, the focus of the course is urban governance. So, I could bring some screenshot about how they are managing their organization. So, you can see that their organization is also designed in a hierarchical manner, and at the same time they have a system of the feedback mechanism and the staffing considerations they have done through such a way, so that each and every sector, every section is connected with each other, and also they connect with the converging or the authority of the organization. So, that is the important part of the organizational framework. I am not going into those details. You can see in your time that these are the distribution of the some of the services. These are some indication of the use in terms of land use, when because within the regional plan they have very specifically mentioned that which are allowed, which is not allowed. So, that is there. Not only that, low cost housing is integrated and considered here. Yes, in this plan you can see that how they have demarcated the future housing. So, it is not only that the current housing or the future land use, they have indicated where the future housing will come. Let us take a quick look of the housing categories. One is high density, medium density, medium high density and low density. There are some village, and within that, so this will be distributed on that region as and when the cities will be developed. Okay. So, these are major cities, major urban center along corridor, because so this is the major corridor where they are designing the major center, and this corridor is very near to the Singapore. So, that is why this corridor is taking is getting the advantage of nearness of the Singapore, and this is another city which is connected with the major city Johor Bahru. So, the city of Singapore, Johor Bahru and the Chennai city, these are connecting as another corridor, and this is acting as another east to west corridor. So, this is how they are developing the region. So, there are few sensitive area in terms of the ecology and the environment. So, basically the mangrove areas and the green areas which they have conserved meaningfully with appropriate rules and regulations like this. So, they have Ramsar site. You know that all over world the ecologically sensitive and ecologically significant areas are conserved through the Ramsar convention. So, they have the Ramsar site here in this region in the south area. So, that they have prescribed for the preservation. So, this is a detailed view of the Ramsar area. You can see that how settlements are going towards the mangrove area. The similar situation you will find for various coastal cities in our country, for example Mumbai, for example various cities are there. So, for all those coastal cities, recently we have seen that in Kerala, for the coastal cities they have faced havoc rainfall and the flood. So, it is also important to conserve the mangrove areas and the natural elements, so that this can act as a barrier towards the larger rainfall, and also it can maintain the ecology balance. So, that they have done. This is another detailed view on the eastern coast. So, the eastern coast and the western coast, both of them they have conserved with the appropriate regulations. So, this is the possible development along coastal zone. So, you can see that central portion is basically where they are allowing the urbanization, whereas in the eastern part and the western part they are basically conserving in terms of the development. They are not allowing much urbanization in this two sub region. So, not only that, now this is another very detailed look of the Johor Bahru city center area, where they have made a detailed plan of the city center in terms of the commercial and other employment generation activity. Let us have a quick look about the transportation network. So, this is the transportation network having the expressway. There are some expressway which is existing, there are some proposed expressway. So, this expressway together will create a network of the whole region, and that will enhance the functioning of the corridor concept in this region. Another view of the primary and the secondary road development. So, you can see that the economic corridor, transport corridor and the urbanization concept are going together in hand, so that nothing is isolated, everything is integrated, and so that it can give a clear picture of the future development in terms of urbanizable area and non-urban or non-urbanizable area. And if it is on the urbanizable area, what type of urbanization is there, that is also mentioned. Okay. These are some interchange areas in the network, in the transport network. I am not going into much details. So, having said that, we come to the end part of the lecture. In this lecture we have demonstrated few regional plans, so that you understand better that how regional plan works, and because in the last lecture we discussed the theories of the regional and the urban planning. So, today we have seen the examples of National Capital Region Delhi and Mumbai metropolitan area, where we have seen that how they have created urban centers along the mother city Delhi and Mumbai, and how they have indicated the urbanizable area and non-urbanizable area, conservable area, future road network, all these areas. And then we have also seen one international experience of Malaysia, where we have seen that they have taken a corridor concept and they have taken the advantage of another existing large city, which is Singapore, and based on this concept of this corridor they have integrated the corridor, the urbanizable area and also conservable area in terms of the mangroves and the green in a integrated manner, and their main objective to bring this whole region in the economic global map of world. That is the main objective. So, that now having said that, you have, I hope that you could understand that region as a whole can take or can integrate the development of various cities and can generate a huge number of jobs, huge number of housing as a whole. So, before coming to the urban planning, it is very important to see the regional planning. In Indian context, apart from the larger cities like Delhi and Mumbai, there are other regions also, but practically some of the regions the planning work is yet to be started or yet to be implemented in the proper manner. So, if you are involved in a regional planning authority or planning authority or in a urban local government, please look into the matter and also integrate the regional planning and urban planning together. So, next lecture we will discuss the urban planning and we will also show some demonstration of the urban planning. So, thank you very much for attending this lecture.